Hey everyone, it's Masterpiece. Today I have somewhat of a review, but it's not a review for an action figure. It's actually a review for some of these flight stands. If you're like me that has been trying to figure out what are some good stands for the 3 3/4 inch line, just to have some figures kind of flying, pose them up a little bit better other than just standing around. I have no idea what are the best ones, but I really want to get some action figures in some flight poses like my Mandalorians that use their jetpacks. So that's what this video is going to be about. It's going to be about some flight stands that I came across on Amazon. So yeah, I found these flight stands on Amazon. They were going for about $22. And I'll leave a link in the description if you guys are interested. I don't know, I'm not too big on these unless you kind of modify them a bit, and I'll get to that part in a bit. You get a small box, and in that box comes with all of these little bags with the pre-assembled stands, and this is what they look like once they're assembled. Assembly is really easy. It also comes with some instructions on how to assemble it. It also comes with a screwdriver, which this screwdriver is just absolutely awful. The reason for that being is that it's really small and doesn't really give you a whole lot of leverage to get the screws inside of the slots there and where they need to be. Eventually you could turn the screws, but then it'll be a little too difficult to keep turning the screw, and this doesn't help at all when it's really small, and like I said, you don't get too much leverage. So I decided to use my own screwdriver, and that worked a whole lot better. It's a lot thicker, so you get more leverage to turn that screw. But yeah, we're gonna make one. We're gonna build one right now so I can show you guys how that looks. Here are all the different parts. Comes with the base, and then there's a little bag full of screws. Just be careful not to lose any of these screws. They're really tiny, but the good thing is that it comes with one extra screw just in case you drop one and lose it. So the first part, you have to get this piece. It looks like a T with eyes on at the ends. And then these two claw-looking pieces. There is a flat bottom to them, if you could see that on the top right here. Those had to be down and flat. I'm just gonna lay out all the screws here on the bottom. There will be a proper way to put these claw things into this T-shaped part, but you get those claws in there. Grab two of the screws, and you just start tightening them in. Once it's nice and tight, you don't want it too tight, just because you know, you want to be able to freely move these arms. They're what's actually going to be holding the action figure. So you tighten the other one, and that's good. Next, the instructions are going to ask you to use get these two long pieces, attach them together. There's only one real way to attach them together, so you can't really mess that part up. Put a screw in the middle. This is where things get interesting. For some reason, on all of the stands that I've built 3 of the 10 already. This part is the worst because it's always really loose. You never get to actually tighten the screw for some odd reason. It just keeps turning, and the first time I built one of these stands, I thought I had it built and everything. Had the top part right here attached and the base, and I tried to put a figure on it, but the problem was that the screw in the middle never gets tight enough to hold the weight of the action figure that you're trying to, you know, put on the stand. So it just kept kind of falling over, and I got kind of aggravated with that. So I just grabbed some CA glue and I put some in between, inside this little hole there where the other side goes in, and stuck it in there. I put the screw in there still, even though, you know, it never really fully tightened, but I waited for the glue to cure, and that's how I was able to get all these other flight stands to kind of hold up the weight of the action figure. So I highly recommend that. I wasn't going to make a review on these flight stands just because of how horrible they are. They can't even hold up the weight of the action figures. But after I put the glue in, that seemed to work a lot. Highly recommend that if you do end up getting these flight stands. I'm gonna have this one a little bent there. There we go. So you could even still move it with the screw inside of it. The glue hasn't really quite cured yet, but that's one of the biggest cons about this. So now there are 2 end pieces here. You just grab them too. These go on the ends. These tighten fine. I don't know why the ends tighten fine, but the middle doesn't. And it's weird because all the joints use the same screws. So I didn't glue these parts on the other stands that I made, like the one that was holding up Paz Vizsla and Jango Fett. I kept the same screws without glue on those, but on those stands that I'm using for those action figures. But I don't know, for some odd reason, it's this middle joint right here that doesn't hold strong enough with that screw. Once you got that installed, you can put this in any of these 3 holes. There's 3 holes that are on here, so you could grab more flight stands holding different figures and put them in one stand if you want. But I'm gonna put it in the middle one, the center one. And then on the other end, with the smaller little peg, I'll put the clamp. And there it is. This is a fully assembled acrylic stand. And this one actually has 2 extras. The previous 3 only had 1 extra screw, but I guess some of them have 2. That's really nice. So the downside to it is that the way I fix the problem, one of the major cons, which is to get that middle joint right there to stay and hold up the action figure, was I put glue. So yeah, you want to put different, if you get these stands, you want to make some in different heights. So with this custom Mandalorian, I put it straight up. With Haz's stand, I kind of did it at an angle there. You know, just to kind of not have them all in the same level. Here are just the 3 Mandalorians that I have posed up using their jetpacks. And you don't have to use these stands for just Mandalorians. You could use them for Jedi or other characters. Like right here I have Ahsoka about to jump and attack Darth Maul. But yeah, what do you guys think about these stands? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. That's it for this video. I'll see you guys next time.